Did you know the first computer ever created weighed a staggering 27 tons and took up an entire room? Imagine needing a forklift just to move your laptop around. Today, computers are everywhere, on our desks, in our pockets, even in the devices that help us explore space. But have you ever wondered how it all started? Who were the pioneers who turned simple tools for counting into the powerful machines that shape our lives? In this video, we're going on a journey through time, to explore the fascinating origins of computers. From ancient counting tools to the revolutionary machines that sparked the digital age, this story is one of innovation, determination, and a little bit of genius. Let's dive in. Our story begins long before computers had screens, keyboards, or even electricity. The very first computers weren't machines at all. They were tools designed to solve one of humanity's oldest challenges: keeping track of numbers. One of the earliest and most enduring tools was the abacus. Invented around 2400 BC in Mesopotamia, the abacus is essentially a manual calculator. With its rows of beads sliding along rods or grooves, it allowed merchants to add, subtract, and even perform simple multiplication and division. Though it may seem primitive now, the abacus was revolutionary in its time and incredibly efficient. In fact, skilled abacus users could rival modern calculators in speed for basic operations. Some cultures, like those in parts of Asia, still use the abacus today, blending tradition with practicality. But humanity didn't stop there. As societies grew more complex, so did their need for more advanced tools. Enter the mechanical calculators. In 1642, a French mathematician and philosopher named Blaise Pascal designed one of the first mechanical calculators, called the Pascaline. This intricate device used gears and levers to perform addition and subtraction. It was initially developed to help Pascal's father, a tax collector, manage large sums of money, a clever solution to a very practical problem. Then, in 1673, German polymath Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz took things further with his stepped reckoner. This calculator could not only add and subtract, but also multiply, divide, and even extract square roots. Leibniz's innovation laid the groundwork for future mechanical computing devices. These tools may seem simple compared to today's computers, but they represent a critical leap in our understanding of how to automate calculations. They showed that human ingenuity could create machines capable of reducing error, saving time, and enhancing productivity. It's remarkable to think that from these humble beginnings, beads on a frame, gears, and levers, came the first sparks of an idea: that machines could think, calculate, and solve problems on our behalf. The abacus and mechanical calculators were more than just tools. They were stepping stones on the path to modern computing.
As the 19th century dawned, the dream of creating machines capable of performing more complex tasks began to take shape. This wasn't just about calculations anymore. This was about designing machines that could be programmed, machines that could adapt to solve different kinds of problems. At the heart of this dream was one man, Charles Babbage. In 1822, Charles Babbage, an English mathematician and inventor, conceived a machine called the difference engine. This was no ordinary calculator. It was designed to automatically calculate and print mathematical tables, eliminating human errors in manual computations. Although Babbage's difference engine was never fully completed during his lifetime, its design was groundbreaking. But Babbage wasn't finished. By 1837, he had an even grander idea: the analytical engine. Imagine a machine capable of not just one task, but many, able to perform a variety of calculations based on instructions fed into it. This was the world's first conceptual design for a programmable computer. The analytical engine was revolutionary in its design. It featured an arithmetic unit, control flow via conditional branching, loops in memory, concepts that modern computers still use today. It even relied on punch cards, a method inspired by jacquard looms used in textile manufacturing. These punch cards were essentially the first form of computer programming. But no story of Babbage's machine is complete without mentioning Ada Lovelace. Often called the first computer programmer, Ada was a visionary mathematician who worked closely with Babbage. She wrote detailed notes on how the analytical engine could be programmed, even theorizing that it could one day process not just numbers, but also music, text, and art. Ada's insight was remarkable. She saw beyond the machine's immediate potential and imagined a future where computers could create, analyze, and transform entire fields of knowledge. In her words, the analytical engine could weave algebraic patterns, just as the jacquard loom weaves flowers and leaves. Though the analytical engine was never built during their lifetimes, the ideas of Babbage and Lovelace became the bedrock of modern computing. They showed the world that machines could go beyond basic calculations. They could think, adapt, and create. As the 20th century approached, humanity was ready to turn the dream of programmable machines into a reality. This era saw the birth of devices that bridged the gap between the purely mechanical and the fully electronic, the electromechanical era of computing. One of the first breakthroughs came in the 1890s when American inventor Herman Hollerith revolutionized data processing with his tabulating machine. Hollerith's device used punch cards to record and process data, an innovation that helped the U.S. government complete its 1890 census in just 2 years, a fraction of the time it had taken before. This success didn't just solve a logistical problem, it laid the groundwork for one of the most influential companies in tech history, IBM. Hollerith's punch card system became the standard for data processing for decades. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, a young mathematician named Alan Turing was working on something even more ambitious. In 1936, Turing proposed the concept of a universal machine, a theoretical device capable of solving any problem that could be described by an algorithm. Turing's idea wasn't a physical machine. It was a blueprint for the logical structure of all computers to come. The Turing machine introduced the concept of reading, writing, and storing information, key principles that power modern computing. While Turing's ideas were theoretical, practical machines were being built as well. In 1941, German engineer Konrad Zuse developed the Zuse Z3, considered the first programmable digital computer. Remarkably, Zuse's machine used electromechanical relays to execute instructions, making it a precursor to the electronic computers that would soon follow. And during World War II, the race to develop more powerful computing devices took on a new urgency. At Bletchley Park in England, the Colossus was built to break enemy codes. Completed in 1944, it was the first fully electronic computer capable of processing thousands of characters per second to help decrypt German messages. These machines weren't just technological marvels, they were tools that changed history. From processing census data to cracking wartime codes, they demonstrated the power of computing to solve real-world problems on an unprecedented scale. And yet, this was only the beginning. With the end of the electromechanical era came the dawn of fully electronic computers, machines that would redefine what was possible in every corner of our world. By the mid-20th century, the world stood on the brink of a revolution. The dream of fully electronic computers, machines faster and more capable than ever before, was about to become reality. These weren't just conceptual ideas anymore. They were fully operational, and they were changing the course of history. In 1945, the United States unveiled the ENIAC. Built by John Presper Eckert and John Mauchly, the ENIAC is often celebrated as the first general-purpose electronic computer. Weighing over 27 tons and stretching 80 feet long, it used 17,468 vacuum tubes to perform calculations at speeds 1,000 times faster than any electromechanical machine of its time. This beast of a machine could perform 5,000 additions or 357 multiplications per second. Originally designed to calculate artillery trajectories during World War II, It quickly demonstrated its versatility by solving complex problems in engineering, physics, and mathematics. But the ENIAC wasn't the only pioneering machine. Across the world, Konrad Zuse had already built the Z3 in 1941, the first programmable digital computer. Though not as fast or widely recognized, the Z3 was a breakthrough. It could execute instructions from a stored program, a concept central to modern computing. And let's not forget the Colossus, completed in 1944 in Britain. This electronic machine wasn't just fast, it was vital. Built to break German codes during World War II, Colossus helped the Allies decrypt encrypted messages, shortening the war and saving countless lives. In 1951, Eckert and Maschli went on to build the UNIVAC 1, the first computer designed for business applications. It was used by the U.S. Census Bureau and even helped predict the outcome of the 1952 presidential election, proving the potential of computing in fields far beyond science and war. These machines were monumental, not just in their size but in their impact. They introduced concepts that are now fundamental to computing: programmability, electronic data processing, and the ability to handle massive amounts of information quickly and accurately. From the ENIAC's vacuum tubes to today's microchips, these early computers set the stage for everything we use now. They weren't just tools, they were a glimpse into the future, showing the world what technology could achieve. From ancient tools like the abacus to the groundbreaking machines of the mid-20th century, the evolution of computers has been a journey of imagination, innovation, and persistence. But what is the legacy of these early pioneers? How do their achievements resonate in the world we live in today? The legacy of early computers lies in the foundation they built. Concepts like programmability, binary logic, and automated computation are still at the heart of every device we use today. The transition from massive room-sized machines to pocket-sized smartphones is nothing short of extraordinary. But it wouldn't have been possible without those first steps. Take business computing, for example. Machines like the UNIVAC-1 proved that computers could go beyond military and academic applications. They revolutionized industries, finance, manufacturing, healthcare, all by automating processes and analyzing data faster than ever before. And let's not forget the educational impact. Early computers paved the way for the personal computer revolution of the 1970s and 80s. Thanks to companies like Apple, IBM, and Microsoft, computing power became accessible to ordinary people, sparking a wave of innovation that continues to this day. Today, the legacy of those first computers can be seen in every corner of our lives. Supercomputers simulate climate change, artificial intelligence assists in diagnosing diseases, and the internet connects billions of people worldwide, all feats that were unimaginable in the days of Babbage and Turing. But perhaps the greatest legacy is how computers have transformed humanity's potential. They've expanded our ability to solve problems, to communicate, to dream. From mapping the human genome to exploring the furthest reaches of the universe, computers have become our most powerful tools. And yet this story is far from over. Each breakthrough builds on the achievements of the past. The computers of tomorrow, quantum machines, AI-driven systems, will owe their existence to the dreams of visionaries like Charles Babbage, Ada Lovelace, and Alan Turing. So the next time you tap a screen, type on a keyboard, or ask your virtual assistant a question, remember the incredible journey that brought us here. The story of computers isn't just a story of technology. It's a story of humanity's quest to transcend its limits.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of computers. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories of technology and innovation.